Bonsai, I'm the Cobra Kai kid, and welcome to the Cobra Kai Season 6 live spoiler discussion. You heard it right here. We're talking spoilers. So if you don't want to know anything about the new season of Cobra Kai, tune away if you have not watched the first 5 episodes. But if you have watched the first 5 episodes, we're about to spoil the crap out of it, okay? So this is your warning. This is your spoiler warning. This is the first time I am talking about it here on the channel with spoilers. So I am super excited. I want to thank all of you guys so much for joining me. I hope all of you are having a great day, a great morning, a great night, wherever you are in the world. We have so much to talk about. I cannot wait. I cannot freaking wait. So what did you guys think? What did we think about it? I guess I'll give my mini review. I already did an immediate reaction. I did a little review to it, but I'll recap some of my thoughts. I absolutely loved it. I love this story. I love the characters. I love the fights. I mean, this show just hits me. It's just my favorite show of all time. You know, it was definitely weird seeing just the first 5 episodes. You know, usually I'm so used to watching the full thing in its entirety. I'm used to seeing I think we all are. We're used to seeing it start to finish, or at least maybe you take a day off and then you finish it the next day. But I think it was, a different experience for all of us just watching the first 5. And now we have to wait a few months until we get the next batch. And especially the way they ended it was it just started to heat up, which is oh man, it just started to heat up the way it ended. So, but I mean, it's a good thing because it means it's a good show. They know what they're doing. They know how to get you excited for it. So, I don't have a problem with these 5 episode batches. I know some people are not a fan of the 5 episode batches. Personally, I'm totally cool with it. I really loved to stay with these characters, stay with the story for as long as possible. Now I will say this. They did kind of put themselves in a bit of a corner with doing this release, because I think this whole season is going to be amazing. I think the whole season is going to be amazing. However, when you only have the first 5 episodes, I've been seeing some complaints and some critiques about the story. And those complaints and critiques, while they may have some validity, I'm not saying you guys are invalid to them, but it's hard to it's hard to judge the whole thing when you don't have the whole picture. So it's while those complaints may get resolved in part 2, but we don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So it's it's kind of that's why it's always tricky when you're doing weekly releases, especially with the Star Wars shows. Let's talk about the Star Wars shows, those stupid freaking weekly releases, because The Mandalorian was a show that I loved, but each episode was freaking a random side quest. And it just was okay, now we have to wait a whole nother week. So it's but if you release the whole thing together, it'd be easier to digest and yeah. So it is tricky when you're doing these 5 episode batches. I feel the reception would be different if it was all together. But this is what it is. And I see what they're going for, and I appreciate it. I do think that it will be interesting when the last 5 come out. It's just 3-hour chunks. It's 3-hour movies. So we have basically 9 hours of Cobra Kai. So yeah, I'm excited, man. I love the season. I really enjoyed it. I think, I mean, let's just, okay, well, let me see. I really love seeing everybody working together. I love seeing everybody back together. Like, you have everybody in the dojo, one unified purpose. That was pretty cool to see. The return of Mike Barnes, who I actually literally just got off of an interview with Sean Kanan, and I'm going to post that in the next few days. So I'm super, super excited for that. You guys are going to love it. It was freaking awesome. I'm trying to think. And that season 5 ending was insane. I mean, we have so much to talk about. There's so much. I'm just trying to get like the general thoughts. The music this season was at an all-time high, like so freaking epic. A lot of really funny moments, a lot of emotional moments, a lot of great fights. I mean, it had a lot of like the Cobra Kai special, like, it's like Thanksgiving, you're getting all these great things that we love about the show. But there's still so much more to come. I feel like the story's only just begun, as Kreese would say. I do have some things that I'm like, okay, maybe like they could have done this, or maybe they could have done that. Like things that like I don't think are necessarily like terrible, but like things that I'm like, okay, maybe they could have done that differently and it would have hit more, or maybe I would have liked that better. I've seen a lot of the criticism online, and there's some criticism that I can understand. And then there's some that I'm like, oh, okay, I see where you're coming from, but I don't necessarily agree. So I think it's important, no matter what anybody feels, like no matter what I say, no matter what you say, like your opinion is your opinion. Like, and we should just like listen to all each other, and like, you don't have to, just because you listen doesn't mean you have to like believe, like, if I say something and you're like, no, I disagree, I think that part sucked. Like, you don't have to, you can tell me you disagree with me, but we don't have to like, doesn't have to be this big, like, it's a show. It's a show. We're talking about a show. Let's not fight. Let's be kind. Let's be nice to one another. So please, let's keep the chat respectful. But yeah, I pretty much have like, I don't even like, I want you guys to just ask me questions and then we'll just like jump into the discussion. So this discussion will be like primarily sparked by your questions, because I mean, yeah. So ask away, ask your questions, comment your thoughts, and I will get to it. I want to cover everything. So let's get to it. Okay. All right, we're going to start with, all right, let's just jump right into this. Okay. So Andrew comments, how did Kreese get to South Korea and also back to America to find Tori? So I guess we're going to just jump right in. Yeah, that was one of the parts that was not, I wasn't a huge fan of that. It's like season 5 ended with Kreese escaping jail, and season 6 did not make any acknowledgement of that. Even like a throwaway line about like him having like a fake passport or like a fake ID or a fake like persona, something would have like, obviously, like, is it the most realistic thing? No, but it kind of would have like covered that up a bit, but there was no acknowledgement. And yeah, he goes to South Korea, which, okay, I could believe that. But then he travels back to America to have one conversation with Tori. Like, when you're flying internationally, like they check your background, and he has a criminal record. And then to go to the Sekai Taikai in Spain, where, like, I mean, like Kreese, Cobra Kai, like there must be some sort of background check. Like they must know that it's him. So, yeah, that right there, I just didn't understand that. And there wasn't any explanation. So that was kind of like okay, interesting. That we're kind of gloss over that. And I understand that like if you read into everything in the show, like certain things, it's like, okay, that's not going to make sense. But like, I feel like this was a very big thing. and I feel like it could have been addressed. So I'm hoping it's addressed in part 2. I think it's very important, actually. I think it's extremely important because he's a fugitive. He's a fugitive. So like, yeah. And you would think that like that would be like the big thing that was the big thing at the end of season 5 was that he was a fugitive. So yeah. Thoughts on the Binary Brothers this season? Absolutely love the Binary Brothers this season. I think that Dimitri was really good this season. I really liked Dimitri. I liked the little, he doesn't have like these huge storylines, but he had this like little thing of like, with Yasmin, he was like, oh, don't worry, I'm going to get out like right away. And like, that's like the negative self-talk that like sometimes like I'm able to relate to. I'm like, oh, like, maybe sometimes I talk like I give myself the negative self-talk and I shouldn't. And then Yasmin's like, ugh, that's gross. Like, I like it when you're confident. And then he's like, are you gonna break up with me? And she's like, no, just be confident in yourself. Like, I like that. And then he was confident training for this thing. And the stuff with Hawk I thought was good. I really liked how Hawk apologized to Brooks. We're gonna get into that whole Brooks Kyler storyline, which was freaking amazing. I like Hawk this season. Not so much going on with him other than the MIT stuff. Not so much. Oh my God, bro. At first, when he wasn't going to Barcelona, that was the most ridiculous thing. Like, I just find it funny that like everybody's like, Tori, Robbie, Sam, and Miguel are the guarantees. I'm like, bro, what about Hawk? Hawk is literally just as good as all of them. I feel like Hawk should have been a guarantee. So it was kind of weird that he wasn't. Like, it felt like LeBron James fighting for a spot on the Olympic team next to like Ron Baker, Zaza Pachulia, and Kelly Olynyk. Like, oh, whoops, that's my alarm for wait, I gotta that analogy though. Wait, I gotta send a notification. Oh, Sean. Oh, perfect. I was telling Sean that I was saving his interview, but it's complete now. So let me just message him because I just interviewed Sean Kanan. Hey Sean, the footage is saved. You can hop off the link. Thank you so much. Okay, thanks, Sean. Appreciate it. All right, so yeah, I just had to set that reminder for myself. So thanks, Sean. Love you, Sean. Yeah, so bro, if Hawk didn't go to Barcelona, that would have been ridiculous, bro. Originally he wasn't. And then we will talk about that. We will talk about the fact that Devin got the last spot because that's a big one. Because it was between Devin and Kenny, I think. I think it was really between Devin and Kenny. And Devin ended up getting the spot, which I'm okay with. Should we get into it now? Yeah, guys, no spamming. Do we have our mods in the chat? No spamming. I'm going to have to time out if you're spamming. Please don't spam. I'm glad that Devin's in the Sekai Guy, but I'm like, oh man, I wish Kenny would have been there too. Like maybe if like you had 7, like maybe you could have had 7 people. Because I feel like Kenny not being there is like, I don't know. Because Kenny, I think, is more of a main character than Devin. So like, what's gonna happen with Kenny? Like, what's gonna happen with Kenny, Lapusso? Like, what are Amanda, Carmen? Like, what's gonna happen with them in part 2? Because that was also another question of mine. Was at the tournament in Spain, because everything kind of just happened really fast. It's like, okay, like here are the captains. Boom, now we're at the tournament. Where's Carmen? Where's Amanda? Where's everybody? Are they like coming to watch? We don't know. I think like, I know the end of part 1 was very quick. Everything was very quick, but I think part 2 will like slow things down. We got our first super chat of the night. Thank you so much, Beckett. Really appreciate that. Did you see Into the Dojo? It shows part 2. Netflix, I think you were saying. Yes. I did see that. Yeah, that was really dope, guys. You guys got to go if you have not yet seen it. I don't want to show it because copyright, but if you watch Into the Dojo, or is it Into the Dojo or Inside the Dojo, something like that, on Netflix, it gives like a season 6 behind the scenes, like 15 minutes, and there were some clips from the second part, which I was really surprised to see. It was some clips from the fighting of the tournament. You saw some of the other dojos. You saw some of the students fighting. You saw like Quan like doing this like freaking high kick or something. You saw Daniel and Johnny like in Barcelona. It was pretty dope. Like Tori and Robbie at a bar. Like it was pretty sick. Not like so much to get away from that, but it was still like really cool. And it just made me like, oh man, I really want to see it. Okay. Do I think Terry Silver will die? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think so. We know he's going to be in part 2. I love Marty Kove. I love Marty Kove. Marty Kove, who plays Kreese, is a great guy. But sometimes he spoils stuff. So he did an interview with, I think it was Entertainment Tonight. And he literally said this. He was literally like this. He said, Kreese is dark and well, I guess should I put the spoil? I mean, I guess I could say spoiler warning, but like he literally said this in an interview, so it's like it's out there. So I mean, it's not really, but well, it is, but it's anyway. It's not me. It's not from me. This is from the interview. He says, Kreese is really evil in part 1, and then in part 2, he deals with Terry Silver, and then in part 3, he comes full circle and becomes the hero. He said something along those lines, and I was like laughing so hard because like that's not information that like I feel like was supposed to be out there. But it's Marty Kove. It's Marty Sensei Kove. And it's not like I mean it's not the most surprising stuff. Like, I feel like Kreese needs to get a redemption arc. I really want to see more Kreese because from seasons 2 to 5, it seemed like he was going towards that redemption arc, And I think where it really hit rock bottom for him was when Daniel and Johnny screwed him over, which like I really wish they didn't. Like I wish, honestly, like I really wanted to see Kreese work with Daniel and Johnny. Like, I feel like it would have been really cool if, like, let's say Terry Silver doesn't go to jail and he's going to compete in the Sekai Taikai with Cobra Kai. And then Daniel and Johnny need like Kreese's help. Kreese gets out of prison. He doesn't escape. And then he works with Daniel and Johnny to take down Silver. Bro, that would be so dope. That'd be so dope. And I know a lot of people say like, no, but like they hate Kreese. Like Kreese has done so much wrong. Guys, the enemy of your enemy is your friend. If Daniel and Johnny like really needed to take down Silver and Kreese was like their best shot, you got to do what you got to do. Like there could have been a way. That would have been cool. That's not what they're doing, but like that would have been cool. And I hope there's still something along those lines. I still hope, and I think there will be. Even though Kreese isn't going to train like the students with Daniel and Johnny, is nothing like that. I do think Kreese is going to come around and like, save Daniel and Johnny from Silver or something and kind of like make up for his actions. It's just a matter of how, a matter of when, because right now we're at like, this is like season 3 Kreese. This is like no mercy. Evil Kreese. Like season 4, we saw like, fight your own way. He was telling Tori. Season 5, he's in jail, showing some remorse. Like, but like this Kreese is just like merciless. And I want to see the human side to him because that's where I feel like we were like going towards. So I don't want to see that gone. And even if he redeems himself at the end of part 3, I feel like there needs to be the setup because it was being set up in seasons 2 through 5. So if season 6 parts 1 and 2 have him as really evil, it kind of like takes away from that arc from 2 to 5. And then from parts 1 to 2, he's like different, and then part 3 becomes good again. So like, just like, we need to see that consistency. So hopefully, if they do decide to go with the redemption arc in part 3, which is where I think they're going down, hopefully part 2 will set that up. And you know, yeah. Aiden, thank you so much for the super chat. I really, really appreciate it. Thoughts on Tori joining Cobra Kai? Yeah, that's the big one. Yeah, wait till you guys see my reaction to that one. That was a fun reaction. Yeah, I'm posting my reactions every day, so stay tuned for those. And comment what reactions you want to see. I'm pretty much posting all the big ones. So like, if I'm not posting it means like there wasn't really a big, I don't know. I'm just posting like the major things. Thoughts on Tori joining Cobra Kai? Okay, so here's the thing. A lot of people I saw had a problem with this. A lot of people. Like, that this was probably the comment that I was seeing the most. Tori joining Cobra Kai. They keep flip-flopping, all this stuff. Here's the thing, though. I don't have a problem with this. I actually think it makes sense. I actually think it really makes sense. I think it's believable for her character and what she went through. I mean, it would be one thing if, like, okay, I was talking to someone on the phone the other day about this, and I was like, it would be one thing if, like, Tori and Robbie broke up and then she joined Cobra Kai, like something stupid. But her mom died. Her mom died. And when something like that happens, I mean, she felt like she had nobody, right? Like, she had nobody, right? Like, even with her mom there, like, you know, it was still like things are still tough for her. Once her mom died, I do have to say this. The fact that she abandons her brother is like crazy to me. Like I know you're in the Sekai Taikai, Tori, but like, what about your brother? Who's taking care of your brother? Like, he's at a friend's house? Like, you can't just abandon your brother after your mom dies. Like, so the fact that like the brother wasn't shown at all, or that we don't know where the brother is and that she just left him, makes no sense. Like, I understand you may be going through a tough time, but like the fact that she wouldn't be there for her brother does not make any sense at all. So that part kind of pisses me off. Like, you're not there for your brother? But anyway, forget that. Even though that makes no sense. Other than that, her mother just died. And it's like, yes, everybody cares for her. Like, the LaRussos care for her, the Lawrences care for her, Diaz, Keens, like they care for her now. You know, she's part of the Miyagi-Do fam. However, you know, it's a new family. It's a new family. She's not like, it's not like she's like built these like incredible relationships with everybody. She's still very new. And I think Kreese was right. Like, you know, they might let you in, but like you're always gonna be number 2 or 3. Like, you know, Johnny will never choose Tori over Miguel and Robbie. Daniel would never choose Tori over. Daniel would probably choose Miguel, Sam, and Robbie before Tori. Like, this is what it is. Everyone has someone, and she doesn't. Like, the only person she really had was Kreese. Like, you know, she's very new to this dojo. And she just went through such a traumatic experience. And I don't think she should have fought. Like, that. I think Johnny was absolutely wrong. You don't fight when your mom dies. Like, are you kidding me? If it was a breakup, sure, go for it. But her mom just died. No, we're not going to let her get her anger out now. That's not going to fix things. Relax. So I agree with Daniel and everybody else except for Johnny and Tori. She shouldn't have fought. But like, in her mind, she needed a fight. She needed to get this captain spot. And then like, once like everybody was like, oh, no, we can't do this. Like, it was just all this emotion. And it was like, yeah, I can't take this anymore. Now, as for how she gets to Spain and how she like links up with Kreese, because like, I mean, like, did Kreese like give her a phone number? Like the logistics don't really make sense. Like, did Kreese, how did she know how to find Kreese? Did she meet him in Korea? Did she meet him in Spain? How did she have enough money to pay for the plane ticket? Did Kreese pay for the plane ticket? Like, did she just travel by herself and meet them there? Like, how did she know to get there? She's going to abandon her brother, which is freaking bizarre. Like, also, like, isn't the mom going to have a funeral? Like, what about the mom's funeral? You know, like, I don't know. She kind of just like realistically, there were certain things like, and I was having certain conversations where people said, that there could have been more of a setup. And I agree. I think anytime you can like, you know, add more to a situation, like anytime you can explain the character's reasonings and decision making more, like great, because it wasn't really until everything was really going great for Tori and for Sam and everybody, like the relationships were building. And it was just that episode 5 that just yanked it all apart. So maybe there could have been like a little more doubt input, like a little more like teasing of the Cobra Kai joining, because I think it just kind of happened in episode 5. Like, I think anything before episode 5, there would have been no shot she ever joins back. No shot. But I think it was just that episode 5. So maybe there could have been a little more setup for that. However, I buy it. I buy it. And also, like, here's the thing. It's not like right now, we don't really know. Like Terry Silver, when Terry Silver was running Cobra Kai, if his thing was, if I win the Sekai Taikai, we're going to expand dojos all over the world. Now, I think that's what Kreese wants to do. I'm not really sure. Like, I think so. But like Terry Silver actually had the money to do it. You know, so I don't feel like Tori joining Cobra Kai under Kreese and Kim Da-eun. And that's where for me, in season 5, the stakes of the tournament were set. In episode 8, when we found out about, or episode 7, when we found out about the Sekai Taikai, and then episode 8 was the qualifying matches. The stakes were there. Miyagi-Do is taking on Cobra Kai, because if we don't beat Cobra Kai, Terry Silver is going to use this global win to expand dojos, not just in the Valley, but around the world. Right? Those were the stakes. But now that Silver's in jail, Miyagi-Do winning this tournament, it's not about taking down Cobra Kai. I mean, like they don't even know Cobra Kai is going to enter this tournament. So right now the stakes are very minimal. Like before that last scene, the stakes were only like Miguel's got to win to make it look good on his college application. Daniel wants to show the world about Miyagi-Do, and Johnny wants to get endorsements. So it's like, and that's where I feel like, you know, if Terry Silver never went to jail and he was still in charge, the stakes would have been higher. Now the stakes are going to be high going into these next parts, but there was never like a threat in these first 5 episodes, which is very different for Cobra Kai, because usually there's a Kreese or a Terry Silver or a someone. But there really wasn't. And even though we knew, the audience knew Kreese was there, but the characters didn't. You know, the characters had no idea. So basically where I'm getting at with the Tori thing, it's like, it would be one thing if Tori was joining Terry Silver's Cobra Kai, where it's like, we're going to expand dojos all over the world. But I don't necessarily know if Kreese's Cobra Kai is going to do that. Like, I think they are. I think that's maybe their idea, but I don't know if that's like realistic. So like at the end of it, like right now, it feels like, okay, it's just a tournament. Like, it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like with Silver. If Silver won, you knew he was going to expand. You knew he was going to expand. With Kreese and Kim Da-eun, I'm like, are they going to expand? Like, do they have the money for that? Like, do they have the resources for that? Like, so that's like the thing. Like, if Tori wins for Cobra Kai with Kim Da-eun and Kreese, it's like, okay, like, cool. I got you your dub. And also, like, she's fighting for them. Like, she's not even fighting for them. She just needs to, like, get her anger out. She needs to, like, not even her anger. Because, like, at the very end, she's not even angry at Miyagi-Do. Like, she's not like, I hate you guys. Like, no, she doesn't hate them. She's just like, you know, like, I got to do this for me. It's like, She's like, I got to join a team where I can like shine, you know? It's like, would you rather be the worst player on the best team or the best player on the worst team? And not that like, I mean, that Cobra Kai Korean team, like, I mean, they have a good lineup, but she just jumped right in there as captain. Like, you know, she's going to be the girl for there. So like, you know, I get it. And she feels alone. You know, her mom just died. I mean, her mom just died. Everything's all over the place. So that was my long answer to the short question. But those are my thoughts on Tori joining Cobra Kai. I don't think that it was completely like left field. I could believe it. I could believe it. It would be one thing if she hated everybody in Miyagi-Do and she was like, screw you guys, because like they care about you. But she's a confused girl who's going through a really tough time, and Kreese has like, you know, been her father figure. So I can see it. I can see it. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you not agree? Like let me know your thoughts. I'd be curious. Caleb, thank you so much for the super chat. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I think it's also important to address Johnny Chosen and Mike Barnes breaking into Terry's house. Yeah, I don't think they will though. I actually take that back. If Terry Silver comes back into the story, then that could be addressed. But I don't think it's gonna have any like ramifications. You know, I know like, you know, theories were that like Johnny Chosen Mike could go to jail or whatever for what they did. Honestly, I think that will be left out. And for me, everybody's different. Everybody's different. Now, I understand if you're someone like Caleb, I understand if you think it's important for them to address this. Because, like, I mean, yeah, they literally broke into his house and assaulted him. Like, it's true. That's what they did. And he goes to jail. Like, they could have, you know. However, I'm willing to look past it. Like, I'm not like that. This hasn't been something that's like on my mind. Oh, they have to address Johnny and Chosen and Mike breaking into Terry's house. That hasn't been like the thing on my mind. What I am like wondering is like how Kreese is able to freaking just walk around the planet without like Kreese is just able to do whatever the hell he wants, you know, even though he's a wanted man. Like that, I feel like is stretching it. So I get what you're saying, Caleb. I think that's totally fair. We'll just have to wait and see. Brian, thank you so much for the super chat. Brian says, I will be so sad if Homeless Lynn does not make an appearance. Also, Emmy consideration for Peyton List. Appreciate that super chat, Brian. I love that you brought up Homeless Lynn. Like, guys, Homeless Lynn, Susan Gallagher, we love her. You know, we don't know if she's going to be in it, but comment your love, post your love for Homeless Lynn and all the other side characters. Like, we already got Lyle. Who else, what other side characters do we get? I don't know if Stingray is like a side character. Kind of. We got Stingray. Trying to think of who else. We still need to see Nestor works at the pawn shop. No, sorry, not Nestor who works at the pawn shop. Nestor who works at the mini mart. We need to see Counselor Blatt. We need to see the All Valley Committee Board. Like who else? Homeless Lynn. We got a lot of people. We got a lot of side characters that I'd love to see back. Trey and Cruz, dude, so many. These side characters make the show. And look, Homeless Lynn. Hey guys, okay. I know there's so much going on in the story. Homeless Lynn needs to be in the show. She needs to be in this last season. And I'll tell you why. She was there since episode 1. And she's been in every single season except for season 5. Unfortunately, my heart was broken that she was not in season 5. I feel like she could have been included, but she wasn't, unfortunately. She needs to be in season 6, especially since she wasn't in season 5 and this is the last season. And she was in the very first episode, bro. She was in the very first episode. It's gotta happen. It's gotta come full circle. She's gotta be in it. Also, I agree. Peyton List was phenomenal. They gave her the challenge of, you know, Cobra Kai has a lot of tones and themes. Like, you go from like Johnny like working at LaRusso Auto, which is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life, freaking hilarious, to Tori's mom dying. So it's so tonally like all over the place. Like, there's so many different tones and themes and genres. And like there's a lot of comedy too. So for Peyton to deliver this performance was really incredible. Was really, really incredible. I do wish there was a little more setup to the mom dying, though. I will say that. Because we kind of just see her in episode 5. Like, that's the first time we ever see her face is in episode 5. I understand the mom isn't like the focal point of the show. But maybe if like in the previous episodes, there was a little bit of a setup, like even episode 4, if we had gotten like one scene or something, it would have kind of hit harder. Because I was emotional, but I wasn't like super emotional. Like, plus I kind of saw it coming. I think we all kind of saw it coming. If we had gotten like a really heart-to-heart scene between Tori and her mom, and then like she died, that would have hit. Yeah, like even if it was the same episode, like maybe there could have been like a heart-to-heart moment between Tori and her mom, and then she dies like later that day in another scene. Like, just sometimes like little things could like really enhance it. Like it still worked. It was still good, but I feel like you could, I always think about like what could, if there was something that was good, but not like amazing, like what could make it amazing? I feel like, or at least for me, like I'm not saying like I can make it better, but at least for me, it would have hit harder if I had developed a relationship with the mother, or at least something. Like, we got the flashback, which was nice, but that was like after she died. So it kind of was like, okay, she's already dead at this point. So yeah, I think Peyton was incredible though. Oh my goodness. Like, I can really relate to like having a lot of like emotion and hurt and pain, and then just biting my tongue and not telling anybody. And it's like, you knew that that's what she was doing. Like, nobody knew what was going on when she went into the Miyagi-Do dojo. Nobody knew what was going on with her. And that really hit me, because I was like, damn, I can relate to this. Like, just like, because Tori's not a character that like, bro, there's a show, oh my God, High School Musical, the freaking series, where this one guy, Ricky, he just goes up to every stranger. He's like, yeah, I'm feeling like this. I'm feeling like this. I'm like, bro, that's so unrealistic. Like, nobody does that. Or, okay, maybe some people do, but it doesn't make you like sympathize with someone, because it feels like you're like seeking attention and you want everybody to feel bad for you. But Tori wasn't doing that. Like, if Tori was going up to everybody and be like, yeah, my mom died, it's like, yeah, everybody, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, it's like, no, she didn't say anything. And it wasn't until they got the phone call that she's like, okay, like, what do you want to hear? My mother freaking died. I thought that was really, really good. So I like the writing there. And of course, it was the acting that really brought that to life. So yeah, shout out to that. Cobra. Oh, dude, I just read everything as, if I see a CO, I'm reading it as Cobra. I know it says Code Blue 36. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. How Sekai Tekai with 10 more episodes to go? We don't know. We don't know. It's probably going to be a well, the Cobra Kai creators have said this tournament is going to be unlike any other. So, this isn't going to be an average tournament. Now, this might be a tournament that just takes the span of a long time. Like, it might not be like a 1 day. Well, it's definitely not going to be a 1 day thing, but it might not even be like a 1 week thing. I don't think it's going to be a 1 week thing. I mean, I'm trying to think, how long would this tournament be? Like, maybe 2 weeks. Maybe a week, actually. No. Why am I saying 1 week? Why am I saying not 1 week? Yeah, maybe it's like a week or 2 weeks. Yeah, I would say like a week to 2 weeks. Because if there's 10 more episodes, maybe a week. Maybe a week. There's got to be like some time gaps and stuff. Like, we know they're going to go back to the valley at some point. because I mean, they're not going to be in Spain for 10 episodes. So they're going to go back to the Valley. There's still like Terry Silver in jail. Like, you know, there's still a lot of stuff that like, it's not going to be like just a few days. Like these 10 episodes take place in the span of a few days. I would say a week maybe. And we know they're going to be like doing stuff outside of this tournament. Like there's not going to just be this tournament. It is really interesting though. I really commend them for doing this, because it's just something different. As for like how it's going to be, like we don't know, but it's different and it's exciting, rather than, not that it wouldn't be good, but like, you know, if they just did the first two parts were getting ready for the Sekai Taikai, and then the third part was a Sekai Taikai. But I feel like this way it's like less predictable. Like, yeah, exactly. Like there's 10 more episodes left. Like what the hell is going to happen? There's so much unpredictability, which is like really nice for a show like Cobra Kai, which like twist after twist could just come at us. I think that's really cool. So yeah, I think parts 2 and 3 will be Sekai Taikai, but it'll just be interesting to see how they do that and how they expand it. Like, I don't even know, man. There's going to be a lot. There's going to be like, I think there's going to be like group things, like team fights and skills challenges and one-on-ones. Like, I don't freaking know. I think there's going to be a lot of cool stuff. So, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Nameless for now says, you look like a young Kreese. Why, thank you. Thank you very much. In a tournament, there are winners and there are losers. Wait, did I see? No. Matthew Thompson's in here? What's up, Matthew Thompson? Man, Joe Suarez is in here? Ah, Joe! My buddy. Wait, I got to make you a mod, Joe. What's up, brother? What's up, brother? Let me add you as a mod. Oh, thank you so much for coming in. How do I do this? I gotta go to the YouTube app. I gotta make you as a mod. That way it like pops up, but like I know it's you. Like when it like first like I see your name and it's like, oh, there you are. Okay. There we go. Good to see you here, man. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate that. Okay. I'm so dead, bro. Oh, what's up, man? Cobra Kai, baby. Cobra Kai never dies. Yeah, these are my thoughts, Joe. These are my thoughts about the season. We got a lot to talk about. Jordan, thank you for the super chat. Your videos made me start watching. Thank you, Drew. My videos made you start watching Cobra Kai? Dude, thank you so much. It really means a lot. I've heard that before. Usually, like, I would think the people who watch my videos watch Cobra Kai first, but I've heard before that people watched my videos or they saw my channel and then they're like, oh, like, I got to check out this show. And that's really freaking insane to think. So thank you guys. I really appreciate that. Aiden sends the same super chat twice. So thank you, Aiden. I appreciate that. Okay, yeah, let's get into this one, baby. Okay, okay, so Aiden says, do you think Kreese killed Tori's mom? Okay. So when I watched it, that was not even in my head. Like there was just not even like, that was not even a thing. Like there was no part of me that thought, Joe, I just got your text. Not the neck pull on the show like it's a gi. Oh, bro. Funny, man. Anyway, when I watched it for the first time, it didn't like occur to me, oh, like Kreese killed her mom. But when people started saying, when it came out and people started saying it, because I was like, okay, she was sick or whatever. When people started saying it, bro, Dude. It like, look, I don't think it's true. I don't think it's true. I really do not. If Kreese, okay, guys, if Kreese killed Tori's mom, forget everything I said about Kreese needs a redemption arc. Screw Kreese. I would absolutely hate Kreese. I would like, it would ruin the character for me. I know he's a bad guy, but there is no way he would ever kill Tori's mom. That would ruin the character for me. There is no way. However, it makes so much sense with like everything going on. Like when people said it, I was like, what? No. But then I started like looking at like Kreese had a conversation with Tori. Like the day, no, it was like literally 5 seconds. Like, because wasn't she on her way home to give her mom the pills? And that's when she saw Kreese. So she was on her way to give her mom the pills. Saw Kreese. Kreese was like, come back to the dojo. And then her mom was dead. Her mom was dead like that second. So that makes sense. The mom's hand was clenched in a fist, which meant, you see, I think that's misinterpreted. I think people were saying maybe she was like she was fighting someone, and no, it was the reason they did that was to show when Sam gave her the fist bump. You know, she looked at that and it made her think of her mom. It wasn't because she was fighting someone and her hand was clenched. They did that to show the connection between Sam. I'm trying to think. What are the other explanations? So, oh yeah, and I mean, Kreese literally wanted Tori and Cobra Kai. So like, and Tori's mom dying was the reason why she joined Cobra Kai. So Kreese being there at the moment and the mother dying being the reason why she joined Cobra Kai, like it all makes sense. It makes sense, but it makes sense like plot wise, I guess, or like, but it doesn't make sense character wise. Like Kreese would never do that, and if he did do that, like I just think that's like total crap. I just don't think it's possible at all. Like if they reveal that Kreese killed Tori's mother, bro, that's just not even like, I don't know. I just don't think you can do that. I don't think you can do that. Now, like maybe like Terry Silver, maybe, I don't freaking know. But no. Because it's like, I don't. Okay, wait. I got to bring up this comment. Yaya said Kreese killed the last of his humanity when he killed Johnny in his head. I get that. I get that. but to kill Tori's mom? An innocent woman? He wouldn't do that, bro. He would not kill an innocent woman. He wouldn't, and especially he cares so much about Tori. Like, also, let's think about it. You're telling me Kreese, okay, like let's think about it. It would be one thing, like, look, when Kreese was in a situation with Captain Turner and it was do or die, he killed Captain Turner. We get that. It was do or die. I mean, this is a karate tournament. If it was like something, if Kreese had to kill Tori's mother to survive, then maybe, okay, maybe. But Kreese killing Tori's mother to get her to join their team for the karate tournament that is not a reason. I mean, like, you need Tori on your team of South Korean martial arts experts. Tori's a great fighter and all, but like, you're telling me you killed her mother? What if Tori said, yeah, sure, I'll join you? Like, bro, imagine. Okay, let's say Kreese killed Tori's mother. And then Tori was like, when Kreese came up there, Kreese was like, you want to come back with us and join Cobra Kai? And then she's like, yeah, sure. He's like, oh, this is kind of awkward. I kind of killed your mother because I thought you were going to say no. And then that was going to get you to flip. Like, oh, man. I'm telling you guys, it's not. No, like, mark it down. I don't think it's a thing. Let's actually, you know what? Let's put a poll in the chat. Let's put a poll in the chat. Because I need to get the overall thoughts. I see like a lot of comments coming down, so I don't really know what everybody thinks of this. But let's get a poll in the chat. I want to know what you guys think. Let me put the poll. Do you think, okay. Do you think Kreese killed Tori's mom? Yes or no? The poll's up in the chat. All right, give me 1 second, guys. You guys answer the poll. I need to refresh my stream because it's kind of glitching out a bit. So just give me 1 second. It's gonna refresh. Be right back. Answer the poll. All right, we're back. All right. Let's see what this poll says. All right. I'm so curious about this. So do you think Kreese killed Tori's mom? Is the poll up? Oh, did I not put a poll up? Do you guys see a poll? Oh, maybe I didn't put it up. Did I? Wait, where's the poll? I don't see it. Oh, I do see it now. Okay. Oh, shoot. It's like half and half. Okay. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. All right, we got like 54% that say no. And 46% that say yes. That's like almost 50-50. Bro, this is crazy. This is crazy. Oh my God. All right, so the majority. Oh wait, now it's 40. Wait, it's going back and forth. 49% say yes, 51% say no. We need that. Imagine we get that 50-50. No, I'm not telling you guys that. No, don't change your votes. Well, we have 2% more that say no. That's bizarre. All right, wait, we got 186 people. We need everybody to answer this. We have 186 people. We only have 137 votes. Come on, guys. I see you. I see you there. I see you there. Oh wait, Yaya says when Tori was talking to the nurse, she confirmed it was a blood clot. Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, so yeah. So that's probably, yeah. Okay. it's 50-50. Bro. That's oh wait, I wanted to get a screenshot of the 50-50. That's crazy, bro. Okay, we need some more votes. It was like 50-50 for 3 seconds. Bro, I missed it. Okay, should I just screenshot this now? I'm just curious. All right. So funny. No, I see some comments in the chat. Okay, so now we're going to 52%. Okay. I see some comments in the chat. I only saw part 1 early. So I'm in it with the rest of you guys now. I did not see part 2 or 3. Okay. This is so interesting. So interesting. Okay. All right, let's keep going. I'm gonna end the poll. Poll is officially over. We'll do more polls. We'll do another poll. Okay. We got a ton of super chats here, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you for sending those. Yeah, I need to get through all of these. So thank you guys. It really, really means a lot. Thank you. The Neuro Ravindra says, is Cobra Kai overstaying its welcome? Seeing negative sentiment, season 6 is the right time to end. IMO. What does that mean? I always see that. What does IMO mean? IMO meaning. In my opinion. Okay. I've always seen that. I never knew what it was. I thought it was like something like LMAO. Bro, I don't freaking know. Also meeting Marty KOVE in November at a con in Australia. That's awesome, Thanura. Super happy for you. That's amazing. Okay. So it's a fair question. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think that, a lot of people have said that season 5 could have ended the show. And I like, in a lot of ways, like, okay, kind of see what you're saying. They resolved a lot of storylines, but I don't think it should have ended with season 5. Like, I don't think there was any world where like it would have been like, if you ended season, like, I think when people say it could have ended with season 5, it's like maybe you rework some things around to end it with season 5. I don't think so, because I think it needs to be like, how do I explain this? However they end the show, it needs to be more than just taking down Cobra Kai. It can't just be like, we took down Cobra Kai, yay. It's like, what is the impact? And like, for me, it's like, how did we start the show? We started with Johnny, opening up a dojo of Cobra Kai, and then it went to all these different places. I think for me, the show needs to end with like the legacy of like, that Johnny started with, and that like, Daniel's legacy, like we need to see their karate live on. So kind of like, I'm trying to think like, how do I explain this? Like, I think like, I want to see like, Terry Silver was opening up dojos over the valley. I think like Daniel and Johnny should like open up dojos in the valley, or maybe even the world. Maybe not the world. I don't know if that's like super realistic. I'm not sure. Maybe they could go about it some way. Like maybe they could open a Miyagi-Do or something. But like, I do think that they need to expand and like kind of like, it's like a setup for the next generation. Because the way season 5 ended, it's like, it is like, okay, they may never do, no one may ever do karate again. Johnny, Daniel could like close the dojo down. Like it was like they accomplished their mission, but like there was no epilogue. Like we need like season 6 will set up that epilogue, especially with the world tournament. Cause like, I mean, look, Daniel and Johnny are going to win it. Like, bro, we know that. Like, it's just obvious. They're not going to have freaking Cobra Kai, the bad guys, win this whole thing. Anyway, I've always said from the beginning, the show started with Johnny's Cobra Kai. It's got to end with that. So, Johnny, because Cobra Kai isn't bad. It's just a matter of who owns it. I was talking to Sean Kanan. In an interview right before this, and he was talking about like the Cobra Kai philosophies. He was saying like striking first is about like, like just making like the first move, striking hard is about putting your best into things, and no mercy like is like, just about like giving it your all. And I like hearing him say that, and like, and even Johnny Lawrence has said that. It's like, those are good philosophies, like strike first, strike hard, no mercy to like we're going to show like life, no mercy or whatever. I don't know. Like that doesn't mean like kick the shit out of everybody and be a asshole. It just means like, be tough, but also like be confident in yourself. Like that's what Stingray was saying, bro. Stingray's speech was freaking amazing. So look, I don't think Johnny should open up Eagle Fangs. I don't think Johnny should open up Eagle Fang dojos. I don't think Johnny is Miyagi-Do. I think Johnny's Cobra Kai. Johnny was badass in Cobra Kai. That was dude, he was at his peak there, bro. Like, I mean, first off, that gi was badass. And like he was just so badass. Now he says in part 1 that he wants to stay far away from Cobra Kai as possible. And of course, they're fighting Cobra Kai in the tournament. So it's like, how would he even take back Cobra Kai if Cobra Kai is in the tournament and he's Miyagi-Do? Like, how does that even work? And also, it is interesting because they're Miyagi-Do. The show's called Cobra Kai. So if Miyagi-Do wins the tournament, it's like, but what about Cobra Kai? That's the name of the show. Like, is Cobra Kai just going to die by the end? I don't think so. I don't think Cobra Kai can be the villain at the very, very end. Like, I think Cobra Kai has to come into some sort of positive light, especially because we all have the merch. We all love Cobra Kai. Like, we all think it's badass. But it's just a matter of how you get there. So I think it would be like, I can't see them just taking down Cobra Kai and then that's it. Like, Cobra Kai, the brand, is just out of existence forever. You know? I just can't see them doing that. But it'll be interesting to see how they go about it and what they do. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Oh, so is Cobra Kai overstaying its welcome? No. I do think that, like, this season is super necessary to conclude a bunch of the character arcs. Like, we still, like, I don't think that, like, you know, everybody's arcs are completely resolved yet. I still think there's a lot to resolve. But the thing is, there are a lot of characters and there are a lot of storylines. So I think there definitely could have been longer episodes because there's so many characters. That's the one thing. I will say there could have been longer episodes. Because also, like, Chosen, he leaves at the end of episode 3 and then it's never mentioned after that. Like, I kind of forgot when I was on episode 5, I was like, wait, where's Chosen? Did Chosen really just leave? Like, nobody mentions it. So maybe, like, longer episodes would, like, kind of explain things more. I am not, like, okay, I love Chosen. But, like, I do think it's good to have Daniel and Johnny by themselves work on that dynamic. We know Chosen's going to be in part 2 because that was in the Sekai Taikai clips, but I do think it's important to focus on that Daniel-Johnny dynamic. Ryan Lee, thank you so much for the super chat, Ryan. Appreciate that, man. I'm really mad at Devin, her sabotaging Kenny like that. I'd seriously tell her, really low, Devin, even for you. What would you say to her, Drew? Yeah. I was definitely very shocked by her moves. I don't think it was out of character for her. You know, I think it's pretty creative, pretty creative for her to put the laxatives in the water. So a creative move by her, but no, it was messed up. Because I think Kenny would have gotten the spot over her. And now here's the thing. Here's what I'm curious about. Now we have Kenny, who thinks Lapusso did it. Bro, I call him Lapusso. I can't help it. Like, I just, like, recently I have not been calling him Anthony. It feels weird. It's Lapusso. I love how he says it so normally. It's like, it was Lapusso. He's so funny, bro. Oh, it's so funny when he calls him Lapusso, dude. It's so funny. Anyway, Kenny thinks Lapusso did it, but now we don't know if we're gonna see them in part 2 or, like, how much. So it'll be interesting, like, that storyline, like, because that's a storyline there that might get kind of ignored for a bit, if that makes sense. Like, that's a big deal. Devin freaking cheating to be in the Sekai Taikai. But she's already there, and like, unless she comes clean, which I don't know if she will right away, like that'll be something put on hold. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle that. I don't know. Because I feel like that's a really big deal. Like, I feel like there's got to be some repercussions for that. Like, love you, Devin, but like, I mean, wait, I got to blow my nose 1 second, guys. I'm just going to mute my camera. I don't have to blow it. I'm just going to like use it like a tissue, but I don't really want that on camera. Anyway, what I will say is I think that yeah, I mean, there's gonna be some repercussions for her actions, so it'll just be interesting, like, you know, how they resolve that. But yeah, that was messed up. That was messed up. I think Devin could have had a shot. She didn't need to cheat. But she kind of took Johnny's, like, you know, she kind of took Johnny's like teachings like from season 4 a little too harshly, you know. Like, Cobra Kai's gonna throw every dirty trick at the book at us. We gotta be ready for whatever it is, but Johnny never like taught cheating. Johnny said how to prepare against cheaters. So Devin kind of took matters into her own hands, which, okay, you know. Yeah, I think I think you could have had 7 fighters go. Because I feel like Kenny was the big one that was left out. You know, the fact that Kenny's not there is like, I think Kenny should have been there. Like, Kenny kind of got like, you know, the dude crapped his pants, and now he's not going to Barcelona. Like, Kenny's got it rough so far. So hopefully he bounces back. But thank you for the super chat. Super abilities. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. I'm a 4th degree black belt in Taekwondo. That's freaking awesome, man. Just got it last weekend, and I've already seen season 6 part 1, and I'm watching season 1. Dude, congratulations. Super happy for you. And that's awesome that you're rewatching Cobra Kai. I'm sure you watch it from a different lens as a martial artist. I'm sure you watch it differently, like, than the rest of us, which is cool. Like, you know, I don't do martial arts, so I kind of just like, I'm like, oh wow, cool fights. Like, I'm not like, oh, that kick wasn't realistic or whatever. I don't freaking know. But that's cool. Ryan Lee, thank you so much for the super chat. People are saying Kreese had something to do with Tori's mom dying, even though he faked his death twice. Kreese may be crazy, but not that crazy. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we talked about that. I don't think that Kreese did that, but thank you so much for the super chat. VHAMP3D. Wait, actually, well, technically, Kreese faked his death 3 times. The first time was in Karate Kid Part 3. The second time was in Cobra Kai Season 2 when Johnny thought he was dead. And then the third time was in Season 5. So he faked his death 3 times. What's your opinion on Devin sabotaging Kenny, preying on her downfall? Kenny needs a redemption arc. All right, so it sounds like a lot of people, yeah. Like, it sounds like a lot of people are not happy with Devin. Like, did we like, like, here's the question. Did we like Devin before and this, like, ruined her character? Like, was this, like, because some, like, Tori joining Cobra Kai, I don't think, like, makes her, like, ruins her character. And I don't think people, like, hate her because of that. But do people hate Devin because of this? Like, is that different? Is Devin sabotaging Kenny different than like Tori joining Cobra Kai in the sense of like, oh, it was a character who we liked and now we don't like, or like, no, like I don't know. Like, comment your thoughts. Because, like, here's the thing. I like that actress, Una O'Brien. I think she's amazing. I think she really kills the role. I think she's just, like, aggressive, has a tough mindset, and she felt remorse after, like, what she did. It's not like she, like, felt, like, really no mercy after that. Like, she felt the remorse. So, like, I see them going down. Like, is she my favorite right now because of what she did? Like, no. I think that was kind of, no pun intended. I think that was kind of crappy of her to do. Get it? Crappy? Because Kenny crapped his pants. This is why I don't do stand-up comedy. Anyway. But I think, like, you know, she showed remorse. It would be one thing if she showed no remorse. I would be like, screw you, man. But she shows remorse. So I don't hate her or anything. I'm just kind of like, Kenny probably could have gotten that spot over her. Because I feel like Kenny's a better fighter. But yeah. I mean, originally she was going to go over Hawk, which is like, you can't go over Hawk. Super abilities. Thank you so much for the super chat. Are you going to continue the channel after this season ends? Yes, I will. There's an expression called Cobra Kai never dies. So yeah, I'm always going to have this YouTube channel. I always get the question, what are you going to do when the channel ends? Oh my God. Like you're going to, like, bro, look, I have stuff going on in my life outside of this channel. When I'm not doing this channel, I am doing either other work. I am at school. I am writing music. I am staying active. I'm doing a lot of different things. So this isn't my primary thing. It's a big part of my life. It's been for the past 5 years since I've started doing it, but I have other things going on. So once the season ends and there's no more like show and all the big stuff isn't happening, like there's still a Karate Kid movie coming out next year. John, Josh, and Hayden have talked about making spin-off shows. So like I'll be covering those when they drop. And I'm excited. So yeah, there will always be like stuff to talk about. I really feel like that. I feel like there will always be something. It might not be every freaking day. But no, Cobra Kai never dies and Cobra Kai Kid never dies. So I hope that answers your question. Brian Showman says, thank you for the super chat, by the way. A pulmonary embolism is a real medical event. Crease can't give someone a blood clot. There you go. Exactly. So I didn't know that, but yeah, there you go. So Crease didn't kill her. Matthew, thank you so much for the super chat. I think Sid dies this season, and as a gift, we'll give Johnny his estate, and Johnny will be able to give the life his family deserves, then retires. So okay, I could see that, but like, yeah, you know what? That would. Realistically, yeah. I would say like if Johnny worked at LaRusso Auto and then like Carmen was working and like they like earned enough money and bought their own house, it would kind of like mean more. It was like we did it by ourselves because Johnny hated like taking like money from Sid. So like that's the only thing. Like I don't know if how Johnny would feel about taking money from Sid. However, like if he died and like he got like, you know, some money to help his family, like it might like he might be able to use that just to get started. So I feel like there's a little bit of a wishy-washy feeling with that. Because on one hand, he does not want to take money from Sid. Like he wants to prove that he could do it on his own. But on the other hand, he might need some financial support. Maybe they could do it in a way that kind of like that Sid is helping him out, but not like just giving him a handout. I don't know. Man, 1 hour, 15 minutes so far, and we have barely scratched the surface. There's so much. Okay. Ask your questions, guys. Bro, no spoilers in the chat, please. Please, no spoilers in the chat. Yeah, there's leaks out. There's leaks. It's actually pretty bizarre. Pretty bizarre. Okay. Should I get into the rant now? Should I do the rant now? What is that above my eye? Anyway. All right, let me get into the rant. Okay. So I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be like, I'm not going to target anyone specifically. I don't want to be mean. Okay, maybe I won't rant. Maybe I'll keep this a little. I'll try and keep it chill. But like, okay. Part of the Sekai is you have a bunch of extras. There's the audience members. There's the fighters in the tournament. And in season 4, like stuff got leaked because I mean, there's so many people there, but not like crazy. I don't think there were like crazy leaks, but but this season, when part 1 came out, a lot of the extras who were in those scenes felt like, okay, it's okay if we post stuff now, even though we only saw like 2 minutes, not even, of the Sekai. And like, it literally showed nothing. Like, we don't know who's fighting who. We don't know what dojo is where and who's doing this and who's doing that. But certain extras and people who were playing karate students felt like it was okay. Okay, part 1 came out. We could post stuff now. And it's like, these people are just, they're probably not like, and they're probably just not fans of the show in that deep of a level, because when the scoreboard behind says like who's fighting in the finals or who's fighting here or whatever, like, you know, that's like, you know, that's a spoiler. You're posting something from part 3 that's not supposed to be out. It's like, you gotta think a little bit more. Like, we all make mistakes, but like, I hope those people took whatever post they posted down. I mean, at this point, it's kind of too late, because like, when someone posts something, everybody screenshots it and shares it. If you want to find the links, go ahead. They're online, but don't like send them. Don't share them. Don't spread them. I'm just saying they're there. So if anybody's asking, like, what are the links? I'm not going to say them. Like, you go look. But it's a shame. It's a real shame. It's like, you would think like you would just be more, you'd think you'd just like be a little like more like, when I watched season 6 and I was doing live streams after, like, you know, I was being careful of what I was saying. Now, I didn't slip up and say anything. I didn't. But like, let's say I slipped up and said something like, whoops, okay, I made a mistake. But like, you know, you have people who are like going on Instagram, like making posts, like they're literally, they go through all the trouble of finding the pictures. It's like, you know that the show is coming out in 3 parts. You know that the part that you're posting has not yet been revealed. Like, some people posted just like a photo of themselves in a gi. Great. Good for you. Okay. But then, like, there were, I can't even say it. There was a photo of two kids in a certain location that was not supposed to be revealed, but yet was revealed. And now people are going to be making all these theories or whatever. It's kind of like whatever. And yeah, there were photos of people like at the Sekai guy, and in the background you see the scoreboard. So they weren't like posting flat out like, here's the winner, here's the finalist, here's this, but you see it in the background. And it's not like you have to zoom in that far. It's there. And when you're on those sets, it's like, I'm sure they like say like, yeah, like, this is a spoiler. Don't post this. Like you would think they say that. Like, I feel like they do. I would imagine on a set like Cobra Kai at the tournament, they're like, all right, guys, we're trusting all of you to keep the secret. Please keep the secret. Like, that's my guess. I don't know for sure, but I would imagine, you know, I don't imagine they just let everybody in and then just like, okay, la, 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 just take photos and post, you know. The fact that people are able to get these photos is pretty crazy. But like, why are you sharing these photos now? Like, why can't you wait until part 3? And I don't think the people who posted these things, like, I really don't think there was a malicious intent. Like, I really don't want to say these are bad people who are malicious. I really don't think so. But at the same time, though, like, you know, you're in a karate gi, like, you're given this honor, like, you got to be a little more careful, man. And you got to be a little more considerate. Like, it's just kind of like disrespectful. And now it's unfair because, like, the season is not even coming. Like, we're not even going to get part 3 until, like, so much later. So it's like, and someone posted. Okay, so this was pretty interesting. Like, this it's interesting. It's like someone posted a message that said, yeah, well, things wouldn't have gotten leaked if we had gotten parts 2 and 3 sooner. And then John Hurwitz, the Cobra Kai creator, replied, parts 2 and 3 are not even ready yet, so it wouldn't have made a difference. Now, I don't think it's definitely not John's fault or like Netflix's fault. You know, it's nobody's fault. I mean, these people that posted the stuff, like if like they posted it freely after the season. It's not like they leaked this before part 1 came out. Part 1 came out and they felt, okay, we can post these photos now, even though these photos were from parts 2 and 3 that are not out yet, that we shouldn't have been posting. They thought, okay, we can post them now because the part 1 is out, even though not true. Some of them give like some of them are like really big spoilers. Anyway, I feel like they probably wouldn't have posted these photos if it all came out together. But at the same time, though, the photos should just not have been posted at all. Or they should have just been a lot more careful with what they posted. Like, maybe take like a selfie in the bathroom and be like, look at me, I'm in my Cobra Kai England or whatever country or whatever you're representing gi. Like, they could have done that. But instead, they decided to post pictures with like the background of the winners and this character in a different gi. And it's like, it's not, oh my God. It's like, come on, man. Like, I don't know. I hope these people that did that learn from their mistakes. because it's a big mistake. It's a big mistake, and I don't think like we should like go after these people like screw you. What the hell? It's just like disappointing. It's just unfortunate, and hopefully they just learn from their mistakes. Because it's just not right. It's just not right. Once again, I don't think there was malicious intent. I just think it was like you gotta think a little bit more. Everyone deserves a second chance, so let's not like be hard on these people. But I will say, if you do know the spoilers, don't share them. Like, if you really want to talk about them, ask a buddy. Like, hey, do you know the spoilers? And they're like, yeah, I know. And then you can like chat with your buddy. I don't freaking know. But don't like go online and just like tell everybody, like, don't spoil it for everybody. It's just like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I feel like our society, it's like all about instant gratification and instant knowing everything. But like at the end of the day, it's so much better to like get the product and enjoy the product, when it comes out, rather than just like knowing all the answers right away. So okay, that was good. That wasn't a rant. That was not a rant. I wasn't sure. I was about to like rant. No, I felt like that was a very polite, respectful explanation of the situation, I would say. What do you think? I would say so. So, yeah. Oh, I see questions about Quan. Was Quan good? Thanks, Joe. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Oh, thanks for still being here, man. Dude, that means a lot. Do you like Quan? I think Quan's a badass. I think look, we don't know too much about him. Like, he's not like one of my favorites. I'm excited for him. It's not like he's like, wow, I really love this character and his motivations and his story and his complexity. Like, I don't think like right now he's not a complex character. We've had 6 seasons to grow with all these characters. I think Quan just kind of comes out of nowhere. But like, I think Brandon H. Lee, who plays Quan, does a freaking terrific job. I think he's incredible. This dude comes in with like with the badass hairstyle. He's got the cocky attitude, and he seems like such a nice dude in real life. So shout out to you, bro, because like you're an asshole in this show. Dude, you are an asshole in the show, which like that means you're good. That means you're good because that's what you were going for. In real life, I'm sure you're a sweetheart. So yeah, guys, don't go after the actor. But like, yeah, if he's like an asshole in the show, bro, he did a great job. So for the character that he was given, for what he had to do to be Sensei Kreese's top student, I totally bought it. I totally bought it. Because sometimes you could have like someone in there who doesn't really sell the role. It's like, I can't really see it. But dude, I totally got it with him. And also this dude does martial arts like in real life, and he's like a freaking like black belt world champion or something. Like, this guy is insane. So seeing him kick the crap out of the other students, bro, I felt that. I was like, dude, this guy's sick. Like, no stunt double, I don't think he had a stunt double. This guy, like, I think did all of his own stunts. Like that, like, bro, I thought he murdered was it Yoon? Was it Yoon? The other guy? I think it was Yoon. Let me search it up. Cobra Kai Yoon. Yeah, it was Yoon. It was Yoon. Bro, he like freaking destroyed Yoon Do-jin. Yeah. Bro, I thought that fight was dope. He like literally destroyed. I thought he killed him, bro. It looked like he like choked his freaking like hit his throat, and then when he kicked him in the face, it looked like he literally murdered him. That's what it looked like. I was like, dude, is he dead? Anyway, I thought Quan was freaking terrific. I'm so excited for to see him fight in part 2. I think, dude, he's gonna be so fun at the tournament. Bro, Cobra Kai's entrance in episode 5 was insane, bro. That was insane. The way they came in, like that music and like his his look was like he's good. He's good. He's got that look. He's got like a cool like I'm not afraid of anybody kind of like that was dope. Like when he was standing there next to Tori, bro. Like I was like I feel like every time I watch that scene, I just watch him. I'm like, damn, like he was really good there. Yeah, I really liked him. I think it's so, dude, it's so funny. It's so funny. I kind of meme on it because like we don't know any of the other fighters. So it's like everybody's like, bro, I can't wait to see Quan versus Miguel. I can't wait to see Quan versus Hawk. I can't wait to see Quan versus Dimitri. I can't wait to see Quan versus Tori, or not Tori, but Quan versus Robbie and Quan versus Sam. It's like, bro, like Quan isn't fighting everybody. It's like so funny. Like we're gonna get other fighters. It's just funny because we only know Quan. Like, well, Quan and Tori. Other than that, we don't know anybody. So it's like, you know, can't wait to see Quan. Like at least with season 4, it was like it could have been like Robbie versus Miguel, or Kenny versus like it's everybody versus Quan. Like I see all the fan edits. It's like Miguel versus Quan, Robbie versus Quan. It's like, guys, like Quan isn't gonna fight everybody, but it's so funny because we don't know who else is in it. I mean, there's so many other fighters we just don't like know. Well, they did show some glimpses of fighters in the season 6 preview, and those fighters are credited on IMDb. There's one girl, her name is Reina. I think her character is Zara, and you saw her because she was listed on IMDb. She's going to be in a couple episodes, so she'll probably be important. And then there was the other guy. It was, bro, forget the name. Why am I getting the name? Axel. It was Axel. Yeah. Axel Kovacek. Kovacek. Axel Kovacek, I think. Yeah. So those two are credited on IMDb to like be in the season, let's say. And we saw them in the previews. So I'll probably be like, you know, those will probably be some fighters, you know, that we see more of. But let me see how many episodes did they say they were going to be in. IMDb isn't usually completely reliable, but like, let's see. All right, it says Zara's gonna be in 5 episodes. Oh shoot, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So she's gonna be in all of part 2. Interesting. As for part 3, will she be in part 3? We'll see. All right, so she'll be someone. What about this other guy? Axel. Axel says only 2 episodes, episodes 6 and 7. So that'll be interesting. Unless they update that. Because I wouldn't see why he wouldn't be in all of it if she's in all of it. But maybe like he gets eliminated and then she's in the rest. Who knows, man? But yeah, I like Quan. Oh, we got more super chats. I didn't even see. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Super abilities. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Oh yeah, sorry guys, I was missing those super chats. Do you think Allie should come back this season considering it's the last season? Yes, I do. I think Johnny and Carmen should get married, and I think Allie and everybody else should come back for the wedding. I feel like if she were to come back, it would be for the wedding. So I'm watching I just started The Boys. I'm on season 2 right now, and Elizabeth Shue's in it, and bro, she's awesome. Like, that's so cool. Like, Elizabeth Shue is Allie Mills. And she's super dope in it. So that was pretty cool seeing her in that. And Giancarlo Esposito's in it too. So, and they were interacting. That was pretty cool. Imagine Giancarlo Esposito and Cobra Kai, bro. That'd be sick. Giancarlo Esposito, great actor. Oh shoot, we have a lot of super chats that I'm behind on. Sorry guys. Oh wow. Oh sorry guys. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna catch up. Okay. VH Amp 3D. Wow, $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Really means a lot. Thank you. Wow. Do you think season 6 will be more about character closings and tying loose knots, or will it be more just about taking Kreese and the rest of Cobra Kai? That's a good question. That's a good question. So that's the thing. That's the thing. Right now, it's just been about look at how messy my hair is. Dude, it's so funny. Whatever. Right now, it's just been about character closings and tying loose knots. Like right now, it has had nothing to do with taking down Cobra Kai. So I think it is extremely important that this next part establishes the stakes. Because right now, I don't really know what the stakes are. I do, but I don't think they're at an all-time high. Like, I don't think that, like, which this is the world tournament, so the stakes need to be at an all-time high. But right now, I think they will be in part 2, but it's just you need to get there. And I think with part 1 not having established that, it's a little tricky to be like super invested. Because if Cobra Kai, I don't want to get into the same thing that I said before, but basically what I was saying was like if Cobra Kai wins, I don't see them like expanding dojos all over the world. Like that was Terry Silver's plan. He had money to back that up. I can't see Kreese and Kim Na-eun having the money to do that. If Daniel and John, I have to sneeze. Okay, that's it. I think this. I mean, we've already seen like, them trying to take down Cobra Kai. They did take down Cobra Kai. Now Cobra Kai is back with Kreese. So like, it's like, I don't know if parts 2 and 3 will be all about taking down Kreese's Cobra Kai. I feel like there will be more. Once again, it's a world tournament. So there's got to be some more stuff to it. However, I think I think a lot of it will be tying character arcs, tying loose knots, Johnny and Carmen getting married, having their baby, Miguel and everybody, the gang going to college, Daniel Russo. Bro, I was laughing, not laughing, but like I was like rolling my eyes when Daniel said, "Yeah, this is my swan song, end of karate." Not that that's a bad thing, but like, bro, we literally know Sony. Bro, I gotta sneeze again. No, never mind. I don't. We literally know Sony is making another freaking Karate Kid movie, and they're gonna bring back Daniel, and they're gonna ruin him. Like, oh god. So it's like, no. Oh my god, I just messed up my hair even more. Like, no, this isn't your final rodeo, Daniel. Like, this isn't your final. Like, you're what the frick is up with my hair? Has it been like this the whole time, and you guys haven't told me? Come on, guys. Why don't you tell me that? No, I'm kidding. So yeah, that's my thoughts. But I think that's a very good question. I think there's a balance to it. I think no pun intended, balance. I think it'll be about closing character arcs, taking that Kreese, all of it. And then I think there will be more that introduced. By the way, I want to say thank you guys so much for being here. We have 150 people here right now, and it's 12:30 a.m. On the East Coast where I am. So thank you guys. It means a lot. And I hope you're doing well. All right, one second. Okay. Make sure you hit that like button also if you haven't already. All right. CBYRD 5522. Thank you so much for the super chat. Mr. Miyagi taught Mr. Han. What do you think? Dude, I don't even want to connect those two things. Like there's no world, like in my mind, bro, there's no world where that movie is canon. Like it just doesn't make any sense at all. They're doing it, and I'm so freaking interested to see how they do it. Like I'm interested. I'm curious. Like they got my curiosity sparked. Like how are they gonna make this make sense? Of Mr. Han and Mr. Miyagi and Daniel being in the same universe. Like it makes no sense. But we'll see. I think I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I don't. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. But thank you for the super chat. I hope that's not the case. Andrew, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that, buddy. Will Daniel and Chosen meet Master Kim? I don't know if we'll see Master Kim again. I don't know if we'll see Master Kim again. Which honestly, I feel like we could have done a little more with Master Kim. So I had an idea of like, what if like Master Kim came with Kreese? Like that was like, this was my thought. Like after I watched the season, I was like, okay, like maybe like Master Kim could have went with Kreese on his journey and kind of like told him like some stories or whatever, and kind of like showed Kreese that Johnny's your weakness. You know, I think it's cool. You know, Kreese is going on his journey of self-discovery, but like get Master Kim a little more involved in there, because I feel like it was such a big deal to bring him back, you know, and the fact that he's still alive. So I think it would have been cooler to see Master Kim on the journey with him, or at least like coming with him to the cave and says, okay, you go here, you go from here. And then Kreese is like, why? It's like, it's your journey now. And then Kreese comes out of the cave, and then like, I don't know. I feel like the conversation, I feel like it could have been like Master Kim like walks with Kreese to the cave or something. I don't know. A little more Master Kim dialogue development. I feel like that could have benefited. That's just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. Cherry said Master Kim's legs aren't meant for travel. Oh, no, that's, you know what? That's true. That's true. That is true. Master Kim can't really walk much, but I don't know. Maybe Kreese wheels him around in a wheelchair. I don't freaking know, bro. Oh my god. Oh, so will Daniel and Chosen meet Master Kim? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so. But that would be cool. That'd be dope. I mean, Master Kim, I feel like isn't he still in Korea? Right? He's still in Korea, right? Can you guys hear? I'm playing the Cobra Kai theme on my piano right now. On me. Ready? Oh, shoot, my light. Let's do this. Ready? Wait, what about this one? What about this one? Ready? Creature theme, ready? Woo! Oh, wait, one more. Wait. That's one of my favorites. Oh, okay. Hope you guys enjoyed that little improv piano. Oh, thanks, guys. Oh, you guys are so nice. Appreciate that. Thank you. Do you guys know the songs? Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Music always gets me emotional. Yeah, me too. Bitch, don't you know I know karate? Oh, man. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. It means a lot. Drew, do you have all the music for Cobra Kai in your repertoire? Maybe not all the music, but like the main themes. Like I know how to play Sam and Robbie. I know how to play Miyagi-Do. I know how to play Awake the Snake. I know how to play Quiver. I know how to play. Oh, I can play Johnny Story on guitar, bro. Johnny Story on guitar. Ace Degenerate on guitar. Slither. Like the main ones. Thank you guys. You guys are so nice. I appreciate that. We'll do more. We'll do more music. Let me. We got some more super chats. Let's get to Jerry Blue. Thank you so much for super chat. Jerry Blue says, "Did you notice when Kreese says in episode 3 we're missing one piece of the puzzle? The camera then directly pans to Tori in the next shot, foreshadowing." Great point. I think I noticed that on my second rewatch. So right away I didn't notice that, but yeah, wait, let me pull that up. You're right though. You're right though. Joe, I can't believe you're still alive, man. Thank you so much, bro. That means a lot. What time is it for all you guys? Is it late? Must be. What the hell? That's crazy. Oh, wait, Cobra Kai. I'm just trying to find that part of the when it cuts to we are missing our one piece. Oh, wait, where did you say that? Where did you say we're missing one piece of the puzzle? Where did you say that? Oh, yeah, it goes to the story. Yes, very good foreshadowing. Very good foreshadowing. Shout out to the editors. It's very nice. Drew, your thoughts on Mr. Miyagi being a Sekai Taikai captain, and would you like to see more of a Miyagi boxing story unfold? Good question, Joe. All right. So here are my thoughts on that. I don't think Mr. Miyagi competed in the Sekai Taikai. I'm just gonna that's my guess. I could be wrong. Like for like maybe he did, but the creators were kind of like teasing like he just had the headband. Like Daniel just had the headband. Doesn't necessarily mean he was a captain. So maybe like Miyagi trained someone for the Sekai Taikai, or Miyagi knew someone that was in it. I don't think Mr. Miyagi competed in the Sekai Taikai. I think Mr. Miyagi trained someone for it. Sorry, I just burped. I don't know who. I don't know what. I don't know why. I think the Miyagi secrets. It'll be really interesting to see where they go with that because, you know, it hasn't gotten resolved. You know, there's still like a lot of like, what the frick is going on with this? And also, how is it going to tie into the Sekai Taikai? Like, or how is it going to tie into this overall story? Because you have like the tournament going on, but how like most important thing is like this can't just be a thing that's like just randomly introduced. Like sure, like they want to give Mr. Miyagi some more layers and introduce him as this like complicated character who maybe didn't have the greatest past. But you can't just do that for no reason. It has to tie into the current modern day story. Like Daniel going to Okinawa actually tied into like what he was doing in the valley. He didn't just go to Okinawa for no freaking reason. It wasn't just to meet Chosen and Komiko and just fan service. Like there was like it was a story reason. So like this Miyagi's box of secrets, it can't just be like, oh, here's these secrets. Mr. Miyagi was kind of sketchy. There's got to be like a how does this tie into the tournament and how does this affect Daniel? Like, how does this tie into this tournament? Because it can't just be like, oh, guess Mr. Miyagi wasn't that great of a person. Or, oh, actually, never mind. Mr. Miyagi was fine. Like, it's got to like have some sort of like, I don't know what, I don't know how, but it's got to like tie into the larger scope of things. How does this play a factor? Because Daniel finds the headband. It's like, oh shoot, this is a big deal, but why is it a big deal? Like, and also Mr. Miyagi's not there to like defend himself, you know? So it's like Mr. Miyagi's not there to like prove things or whatever. So it's like, how will this why like what is the purpose of this? I guess. Like we still don't know what the purpose is from a story perspective of introducing the Mr. Miyagi's box of secrets other than giving Miyagi a darker past, but there's got to be like it's got to be deeper than that. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I hope that answered your question, Joe. And well, I don't know if you know. 1 in a million. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that, buddy. Will Miguel, Robbie, Hawk fight Quan in the finals? Well, Miguel's my favorite, so I would like it to be Miguel. I mean, Hawk barely got into the Sekai guy. So, but that would be a good redemption story for him. Well, how do we know Quan's going to make it to the finals? Maybe Quan's not. But at the same time, that's all we know. That's really the only fighter at this point we know. So I feel like everybody's kind of just assuming Quan's going to make the finals just because that's all we know. That's like the only guy. It's everybody versus Quan. It's the whole tournament versus Quan. Oh, it's so funny. I feel like I'm trying to think who's going to fight Quan. I don't know if Miguel's going to fight Quan. I can see a Robbie versus Quan. They're both the captains. Dude, that'd be dope. Hawk versus Quan would be dope. I feel like Hawk and Quan are similar in terms of like skill. That'd be so dope, actually. I would want to see Hawk versus Quan. But I could see Miguel or Robbie. I don't really know. Kerry, no question, no comment. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, wait a second. Not gonna lie, Drew. Episode 5 was the worst one. It felt so random and regressed both Johnny and Tori too much. Or it regressed both Johnny and Tori. Too much happened off screen for Tori's betrayal to make sense. It's the only time Johnny was being annoying. Yeah, okay, so I will say this with the Johnny stuff, that was the first time I really did not like Johnny. Like, I really did not like Johnny in that moment. I did not think Johnny was I thought Johnny was completely unjustified with his like, what did he say? He was like, no, like Tori should have fought, get it out of her system. Like, he was so pissed at Daniel. Actually, you know what? Like, Johnny like really pissed me off, actually. He was like, okay. Daniel's like, okay, like Johnny, back me up. Like, we got to do this fight another time. And then Johnny's like, no, like she wants to fight. We're going to fight. It's like, and then like Johnny's like, whose side are you on? Like, it was just like, Johnny, whoa, bro. And it's like, I get it. Your mom died. And this is like, Tori's mom died. Your mom died. And this is how you would have wanted to take out your anger. But dude, it's just not like, I was like, no. I wouldn't say it regressed Johnny. Because this is a new situation that we hadn't yet seen him in. Like, Johnny's a nice dude and all, and he kind of thought in his mind it was right. Like Johnny's like more of like an aggressive, like Johnny has more of that Tory mindset of like, just fight it out of my system. You know, that's literally how he got Hawk and Miguel to get along. Sorry, Robbie and Miguel to get along. Sorry, guys. It's like 1 a.m. I'm tired. That's how we got Robbie and Miguel to get out of their system, just by fighting. So I think, like, you know, Johnny, bro, I'm like losing my train of thought. It's like 1 a.m., bro. Now I'm going to get it back. That was a new situation we saw Johnny in. So I can't necessarily say he regressed his character. I completely disagree with him, and I thought he was stupid. But I think it kind of makes sense for his character. It's just a dumb thing. It was just dumb. Like, sometimes like good people do dumb stuff, and it was just dumb. You don't like. There was no world where like Tori should have been fighting Sam the second her mother died. It's just not like, no. She was clearly not in a good mindset. They weren't playing checkers. They were freaking fighting. And what's it called? Johnny's like, she got to get it out of her system. Bro, she was literally attacking Sam like excessively. They weren't playing checkers. They were doing karate. So there was just no world where that fight should have happened. Daniel was definitely in the right. Amanda was in the right. Sam was in the right. Robbie, like everybody was right except for Johnny in that moment. And Tori's obviously like so like emotional. Of course she's saying like, no, I gotta fight. But like the fact that Johnny was supporting her was so dumb. Even Tori, I think, was like shocked by that. Like, really? You want me to fight? So yeah, I think Johnny, I get what you're saying. It was the first time I really didn't like Johnny. That was the first time. Johnny's done dumb stuff in the past, but I feel like he's always very likable, even when he does dumb stuff. This one, he was not likable. Like that, not the whole episode. He was great the whole episode, but those two scenes when he was trying to defend Tori, I did not like Johnny, and I cannot believe I'm saying that. But I think that's what they were going for. And I talked about Tori and her betrayal. I don't feel like it was super random yet. I do think a little more foreshadowing would have helped. And that's the thing when you have so many characters, so many storylines, and the episodes aren't like super long. They're only like half hour. You know, everything with Tori happened in that episode 5. Everything. Kreese came to talk to her. Her mom died. And the fight with Sam and her leaving and her going to Sekai Taikai with Kreese. Like everything happened in that episode 5. So it probably would have been more believable, more once again, I'm okay with it. However, I feel like it would have been more like could have hit harder if there was more of a setup for it. It would have been more believable and more I think people wouldn't have I don't think people would have as much of a problem if there was a little more of a setup with it. So yeah. Johnny made me so mad about the Devin stuff, but Kenny 100% should have went to the tournament, but Devin went and Johnny was glazing her way too much. Yeah, Johnny was obsessed with Devin. Johnny was obsessed with Devin. Like I feel like Johnny I do like what they're doing with the like it's kind of like not like I think what they're doing with Devin, because Johnny and Devin had that connection in season 4. I think what they're doing is they're setting up like the relationship as like kind of like Johnny getting ready to like, you know, be a dad to a girl. So it's kind of like Johnny's daughter in a way. It's not his daughter, but it's kind of like, you know, setting that up maybe like, oh, like he has this close relationship with this girl, Devin, and like now he's going to have a baby girl. It's kind of getting him ready for it. Yeah, I think Kenny should have gone to the tournament too. Especially when you watch season 4 and season 5, Kenny has a bigger story than Devin. Like I like Devin, don't get me wrong, but Kenny has a story that could have gone somewhere in the Sekai Taikai, but now it's not going to go anywhere because he's not there. Yeah, Johnny at that point was like willing to pick Devin over Hawk or anybody. It's like, no, Miguel. Devin's going. It's so funny. It's so funny. Joe, in his eyes, he saw himself in that situation. He wanted to get on the mat when it happened to him. I'm biased, so yeah, no, I agree. I think for the character, it makes sense. I disagree, but I disagree with him, with his reasoning. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying. For the character, it makes sense. Oh, we got to get into this. We got to talk about this. Kyler. We got to talk about Kyler and Brooks. We have not yet talked about that. Okay. That was probably my favorite stuff this season. I would say my favorite stuff this season. Actually, I would say Kyler and Brooks. I would say my two favorite storylines were the Kyler and Brooks storyline and the Mike Barnes stuff. Dude, I freaking love Mike Barnes. And I just had the best conversation with Sean Kanan. So excited to post that. Yeah, Joe, I don't know if you caught that. I mentioned in the beginning, I literally just interviewed Sean Kanan. It's freaking incredible. So I'm gonna edit that and upload it in the near future. But I would say my two favorite storylines were Kyler and Brooks college stuff and the Mike Barnes stuff. Oh, and Johnny working at LaRusso Auto was freaking hilarious. Kyler. Yeah, we still gotta talk about Mike Barnes, bro. We have so much to talk about. We're gonna have to do like a part 2 to this. Yeah, I'm kind of like starting to fall asleep. Only like wake up. Okay. I thought Kyler was freaking hilarious and Brooks. So here's the thing. I saw a lot of comments about oh, now they're just redeeming everybody on the show. Like Kyler and Brooks are getting redeemed, and everybody's getting redeemed. It's just like not realistic anymore. Like some people got to stay bad. And I understand that. I understand when you redeem everybody, it just kind of feels like, what the hell? Like, what the hell? Like, you'll get like Star Wars, like freaking every story. It's like, okay, this person's going to get redeemed. This person's going to get redeemed. Okay, we've seen it before. Here is why Kyler and Brooks worked so well. Kyler and Brooks weren't like, okay, in high school, they were bullies, but they were also like goofs. Like they were idiots. They were just like kind of stupid. And then Kyler joined Cobra Kai, became like an asshole. And then like season 3, 4, 5, he was an asshole. But he's still like a goofy idiot, you know? He's not just like an asshole. He was kind of just like goofy and whatever. Like, bro, if I don't pass treat this semester, my dad's got shit in my mouth. Like, you know, he's just a funny dude. And Brooks, like, yeah, Brooks was a bully, but like, you know, he was like, you know, yeah, that explains why he smells like shit, you know, to Miguel, to Rhea. So it's not like they were like these terrible people who were just like, who had no, whatever, like they were goofy, whatever. Anyway, so they're out of high school and they're in college now. And when they see Miguel and Hawk and Dimitri, it's like at this point, it's like it's done. Like, you know, they're not doing their karate drama anymore. You know, they're not in high school anymore. And they're at college, and it's like, oh, what's up, guys? Like, it's good to see you. Like, they're not best friends. It's not like, oh my God, let's tell each other all your secrets and paint each other's nails and whatever, and we're besties for life. But like, they're like, oh, like they kind of got past their crap. Hawk apologized for Brock's. Brock's like, no, don't worry about it, man. Like, Brock's is kind of stupid, you know. We kind of saw that, dude. I love Brock's this episode. They gave so much for Brock's to do, and I loved it. Shout out to Bo Mitchell. I interviewed him years back. Freaking love that guy. I love Brooks. Recreated him in Cobra Kai episode 1 recreation. Love Kyler. Dude, I've always said like Kyler is like in my top 5, and everybody was like, no, bro, he sucks, bro. Kyler's easily top 5 character for me. We got Miguel, we got Johnny, we got Kreese, we got Terry Silver, and I put freaking Kyler up there, bro. I freaking love Kyler. That's my list. And sometimes we'll put those in there. But I would probably put Kyler. I freaking love Kyler, bro. Anyway, oh, and Bert. I'd probably put Bert in there too. Yeah. So maybe top 6. Anyway, so everybody's gonna be like, what the hell kind of list is that? I know, bro. I like my characters. Listen, I love my Johnny, my Miguel, my Kreese, my Terry Silver, and my I'll put Kyler up there. I will say though, Bert was done dirty. Bert was done dirty in episode 4, not being chosen for the final 12. He was done dirty. I'm not going to say who, but there were some characters that he could have been picked over. He was done dirty. Whatever. Anyway. Okay. Okay. No, Kyler wasn't a good dude. Like he did some terrible things. Like, let's just be honest. I'm not like excusing his actions. Like, I think like he did some terrible stuff. However, yeah. So that was terrible. That instance was terrible. But in season 6, I think like, even though he didn't like flat out apologize, I don't think he really needed to. I feel like actions speak louder than words, and their actions were kind of like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man." I think they both were sorry for everything, for kicking the crap out of each other like all those times. So I think like they kind of just were like, they were fine. And I think honestly, it would have been kind of like, I don't think we needed an apology scene. Like, I don't think we needed Kyler and Brooks to be like, "I'm really sorry for everything." Like, Tori and Sam did that, and I thought that was one of the best scenes this season. Bro, that scene was so good. I literally started getting so emotional when Tori said, "I can't believe I did that to your arm." Like, bro, that was great acting right there. And that was like the most human I've ever seen Tori. But Kyler, dude, I love the whole like Kyler getting bullied, bro. So good. How do you like for the first time you actually resonate with Kyler? You actually feel bad for Kyler, bro. The amount I cannot tell you how happy it's made me. Like, because I remember before when the trailer came out and we saw Kyler was fighting the people at the college alongside Miguel Hawk and Dimitri. I remember people saying like, "Bro, this is stupid. Like, they're redeeming Kyler, whatever." After the season came out, everybody's saying how much they love Kyler. And it warms my heart because I've always loved Kyler. So I've always loved him. Once again, I don't think he's a good guy, bro. I just think he's funny as hell. I think Joe CO plays him incredible. So there you go. I've always loved Kyler, and this season this was his greatest performance ever. This is his best episode in the whole entire show, and it was Bo Mitchell's best episode. It was freaking phenomenal, and a lot of people are like, "Are we going to see Kyler again?" I don't think we need to see Kyler again. I don't think Kyler needs to come back. Would I want him to come back? Yeah, it would be cool, but no, you wrapped the perfect bow. No pun intended, to Bo Mitchell, who plays Brooks. You wrap the perfect bow on that storyline. Like, that's what this season is about. It's about closing out these chapters of these characters. And even though Kyler and Brooks were side characters, they tied up that storyline, and I thought it couldn't have been done any more phenomenal. I'm so glad that they didn't just bring Kyler back. They could have just brought Kyler back, but they brought Brooks back, and that made me really, really happy. I really loved Brooks. I'm really glad that they brought him back. I love Brooks. Thought it was freaking funny. I thought this season it was so funny. That fight in the college, that was probably the best fight of this season, I would say. Mike Barnes versus Johnny was also freaking amazing. I would probably put the college fight at number 1, though. And then I would probably put Barnes versus Johnny at number 2. But then Miguel versus Robbie was pretty sick. But Barnes versus Johnny was something like we like wanted to see for a while. And Billy Zabka and Sean Kanan are badasses. What else? Dude. Kyler and Miguel teaming up. And also Miguel had some like dope scenes in that fight. Like Miguel was like wrecking crap. Brooks like slammed the guy. "You just got Brooks." Like, bro, that's so good. So good. Kyler and Miguel having that heart-to-heart moment. Dude, that got me, man. I was so happy. I was so happy during those scenes. And then, like, when Kyler called him Ria, I was like, oh, he called him Ria. It's so sweet. So sweet, bro. I loved it. Yeah. Okay, so Mike Barnes, bro. Dude, the way they brought back Barnes was brilliant. Sean Kanan killed it in the episode. And I remember after I finished watching, I was like, I can't believe he was only in one episode. Because like he made his impact so known that it felt like he was in more. But he was only in one episode. Will he get brought back? I don't think so. I hope he does. I don't think so. Maybe if Johnny and Carmen have a wedding. I really think Johnny and Carmen need to have a wedding. If they do, I could see Johnny inviting Barnes to the wedding. Why not? I really love Sean this season. Bro, I thought him writing in the notebook was so funny. Like, he just had his notebook of, like, things. Like, he's just, like literally, like, this is my notebook right here. He was, like, just, like, writing down. Like, he was just, like, so funny. I'm like, what the hell is in that notebook? I actually asked him, like, what were you writing? When I interviewed him, I asked him, what were you writing in that notebook? And he's like, I won't say. I'll leave it for the interview. But I did such a great conversation with him. And he loves this. Dude, he loves this show. He loves this franchise. And it's so clear, like, how much, like, guys, bro, he literally messed up his shoulder and needed surgery. And if he had gotten surgery, he wouldn't have been in Cobra Kai. He wouldn't have been able to do Cobra Kai season 6. And he literally said, all right, hold off on the surgery because I need to do Cobra Kai. The guy put off shoulder surgery to be in Cobra Kai. Like, this guy is dedicated. He's a true Cobra. What a freaking badass. What a fighter. He loves his franchise. And you can just see, like, you know, the way he interacts with the fans on Twitter and on Instagram. And he's such a good guy. And I know Joe Suarez in the chat will vouch for that. So yeah, we love Sean Kanan. I could get into more stuff, but no pun intended. Wait, what was the joke I made? Wait, I don't even know what pun I did. Wait, tell me what I did because I don't even remember. Bro. Shout out. Thank you, Max. Shout out to PJ. Yeah, one of Balin Levine's friends, rapper, great guy. Dude, he was in Cobra Kai. He was in Cobra Kai season 6, part 1 at the end, standing right next to freaking Kim Da-eun. Bro, so sick. And I know he's going to be in the other parts too, so I'm really excited for him. So shout out to him. Yeah, I remember I saw that and I messaged him. I was like, bro, that was you. Like, I recognized those braids. I was like, is that PJ? So dope. What's up, Jesse? Thank you so much for the super chat. Me personally, I want to see more Devin screen time. In my opinion, Kenny was never my favorite character, mainly because Cobra Kai gave him an ego, cocky boost. Yeah, Kenny in season 5 was kind of like just evil. Like, there, like, other than episode 8, where, like, yeah, that one scene with Terry Silver, he was just evil the whole time. And then in episode 10, like, he kind of got like some good stuff, but yeah, he was just evil the whole time. Season 4, he was a sweet kid. I resonate with. Yeah, season 5, he was evil. So I get what you're saying. I think there's a lot of characters they gotta balance out. I want to see more Kevin. I just said more Kevin. I want to see more Kenny, more Devin, all of it. Bro, when Mike Barnes said, I own you, Russo. When Mike Barnes said, oh no, sorry, I was reading another comment. I got distracted. When Mike Barnes said, your cruddy's a joke. When you said your crudy's a joke to Johnny, bro, I lost it. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Wait, let me see if I can find my reaction. I'll give you guys a sneak peek. I'll give you guys a little glimpse of my reaction. Let's see. I have all my reactions recorded. I was dying, bro. That was the funniest thing. Let's see. It's episode 4. Let's see. Let's see. I got it. I got it. Here we go. Here we go. I found it. I found it. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see. So this was my reaction. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I like freaked out, bro. It's so fun, man. I love this show. I love watching and freaking out. It's so funny. So fun, man. I hope you guys are enjoying the reactions I'm posting. I know some people say it's over the top, but I don't really give a shit. It's like I love it, bro, and I'm gonna have fun with it. So if you hate that, unsubscribe, and if you like it, then there you go. The Brooks pun. What was the Brooks pun? I don't even remember. But yeah, you gotta remind me. I totally forgot what I said. Bro, I need to get some food. It is 1 a.m. and I'm hungry. I love you guys. I really do. I really appreciate all of your guys' support. And for just like chilling out with me for 2.5 hours. It's fun. We'll go a little longer. We'll do a little more. Should I grab some food and bring it up? Maybe I should grab like a bite just so I'm not like. No. Nah, I hate eating on camera. I always feel so weird eating on camera. I'll stay on for a bit. Or should I just grab something? I don't know. Whatever. Let's we'll do a little bit more. We'll do it. Oh, the poem was wrap up bow. wrap up the bow like the bow Mitch. Okay. Yes, yeah. No, that was good. I'm glad you like that. L. Turner, I wondered, did Sean improvise his catchphrases or were they pre-written for him? Great question. There were certain lines that he actually improvised, and I asked him in his interview, so you guys will see that. Jordan, you're funny, man. Jordan, that was funny. Do you wake anyone up when you watch it? Yeah, okay. So I was watching it, and bro, I got a call from this dude, and it was like Canada. It was someone in Canada. So I'm like, hello. I was like, bro, quiet down. So yeah, some guy in Canada called me. So I guess I was being really loud because I'm from the United States. So I guess like the people in Canada heard me. That wasn't funny. I thought that was I was trying to be funny. I thought that kind of sounded funnier in my head. I think if I delivered the joke better, it would have. Anyway, no, well, because I got it early, I watched it during the day, so everyone was up, and yeah, so yeah. Should I get some food, man? Yeah, let me get some food, bro. All right, you know what? I'm gonna grab a bite. And I'm gonna come back and we're gonna talk for like just a little bit longer. Not like super long, but just a little bit longer. No, you know what? Let me grab a bite. I'll be right back. We'll talk for like okay, you know what? I'll be back soon. Okay, see you soon. Oh, by the way, I'll be back in like a few minutes or something, maybe less. So not too long. So just like chill out for a second. Love you guys. Thanks. See you soon. All right, I got my like half a bagel, quarter bagel, but now I have to use the bathroom, so we'll be right back. We're back. And I got to eat my half a bagel, so I have a little more energy. I'll eat more after, but let's go for just a little longer. Like, I'm just gonna take a few more questions because I want to be like, I don't want to be like super tired answering all these questions. I want to have a little more energy, so maybe we'll go for like another 10 minutes. Dukin says, I believe Kreese killed Tori's mom. First off, thank you for the super chat. Yes, I don't know if you were here for earlier in the stream, but if you go back, we were talking about that. I was saying I don't think so. And also people in the chat were saying like, you know, the doctor was saying like Tori's mom had a blood clot or whatever. And, you know, you can't really like, it's not like something like internal. So, yeah. Yo, Drew, what's up? Out of the first 5 episodes of season 6, which was your favorite? Ooh, good question. Hmm. Was episode 4 just Mike Barnes? One second. Let me skim episode 4. I think it was just Mike. Unless I'm missing something. Unless we went to Kim Da-eun. Increase. I don't think we did, though. No. It was literally like all Mike Barnes. It was like the whole Mike Barnes ball line. I would probably say episode 5. I don't like to pick like sometimes I try not to pick like the final episode because it's like obviously the final episodes are usually the most exciting and like but honestly I would say the final I would say the final episode. I feel like there was just a lot of like great material in there. Plus that last scene really does it for me. So yeah, I'm like looking at it right now. Like that last scene at the Sekai Taikai was just so dope. So like yeah, that kind of does it for me. I feel like that was really, really freaking cool. And yeah, so I'd probably say like 5, then 4. Okay, let's say 5, 4. 5, 4. Oh shoot, I didn't even see this Cobra Kai season 5 recap. That's dope. 5, 4. 5, 4, 1? Or 5, 4, 2? Let's see. 5. Okay, well, the Kyler Brooks storyline was my favorite. Maybe let's go 5, 4, 2. 5, 4, 2. 5, 4, 2, 3. 1. 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. Wait, did I just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? No, 5, 4, 2, 3, 1. 5, 4, 2, 3, 1. That's gonna be my order. I don't know, but I feel like that's like not like really. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What is your guys' order? Do you believe that someone else besides Tori will switch sides? I mean, I just don't know. Like, are you even allowed to? Like, like what are the rules of the Sekai Taikai? You know, are you allowed to just switch sides? Wait, I gotta turn on the air. It's like freaking hot in here. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh God, 1 second again. Sorry. I just had to turn on the air because it gets very hot in here. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Thank you so much for the super chat, Angel. I appreciate that. Will anyone else switch sides? I don't think so. I mean, like, I just don't know if like that's really allowed. Like once the tournament starts, like I don't know if people can just like, yeah, let's just swap sides and maybe they'll do like a mid-season trade. Who knows? Maybe they'll trade like Tori for Sam. Who knows? Matthew Thompson, what's up, man? Team Spain predictions, reaction, home team, and Gunther Sekateka ahead said they are a powerhouse. Did he say they are a powerhouse? Yeah. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, what is the Spain team's name? Do we know that? No, but I'm excited for that. That'd be pretty cool. Seeing the home team. That'd be dope. I've literally watched season 6 while being here. Are you serious? I mean, I'm sure you could have watched maybe not the whole thing, but like pretty much all of it. 2 hours, 40 minutes. I'm so upset because my shorts, like the string is like coming off. So now I gotta like, weave it through the thing. Oh wait, actually I feel it. Okay, never mind. I'll figure it out after. That was so off topic, but anyway. Heath says, do you think someone will get badly hurt in the tournament? Oh, I'm sure. Sure of it. It's got to happen. Miguel should be captain. He said the first line ever. Yeah, I feel like it could be, just because he's not captain doesn't mean like he won't like, win fights and stuff and potentially win the whole thing. It could be a good character arc because if he was captain, it's like, boy, Miguel just wins everything. But now, he has something to prove. Mantra says, Drew, what other guest characters do you think we'll see in season 6? Maybe Aisha, Ali, Shannon, Bobby, Lucille. I'm hoping for Dutch, even though it's unlikely. Okay, so I don't think we'll say Aisha, which I'm really upset about because I really want to, but they addressed Aisha got into Santa Cruz. I wish Aisha was in it. I just don't think she will be. I do think we could potentially see Ali back. Shannon, I think we'll definitely see back. Bobby will definitely see back. Lucille will definitely see back. Dutch, no, I don't think so. Who else liked the red, white, and blue hawk? So at first, I thought it was ridiculous. When I first saw it, I was like, what the hell is that? But now it's grown on me. Got to be honest. Samuel says, what do you think the future holds for Anthony and Kenny? I'm not sure. I mean, it was kind of I kind of wanted to see a little more between them. Kind of feel like the relationship was kind of a little skipped over. So hopefully we get a little more. I think we will, because Kenny thinks that Leposo put the laxatives in his drink. Will Tori rejoin Miyagi-Do? I mean, once again, I don't know like what the rules say for the Sekai Taiga about just switching sides left and right. Like this person's switching and this person's switching, but I mean, I can't see her just ending with as a bad on the bad side the whole time. I don't know. Wait, we already answered that. Do you think anyone else from the next Karate Kid besides Hilary Swank could or should appear in season 6? Probably not. I feel like if anybody's gonna return, it's gonna be Hilary. How and when, we don't know. She's got to return, man. If she's not, that'd be crazy. Sean said Cobra Kai season 6 should have been 10 episodes, and the last 5 episodes should be released by the holiday. Season 5 with wait. Season 6 should have been 10 episodes. Then last 5 should be released holiday season with 5 1-hour episodes. That would have been better. Or we could have done 15 episodes, just each episode's an hour long. I feel like they would have really benefited actually from an extra 20 minutes each. But yeah, it's not that kind of show. It's just not, but it would be cool. Oh yeah, we'll see. We're gonna see Komiko back, and I think Chosen will interact with Komiko. Yeah. Leo Howard on Cobra Kai. I remember I made those videos. I was like so sure of it, bro. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna be in it. Do you think Miyagi-Do is the underdog for the Sekai Taikai? Yes and no. Like, yes, they are, considering they've probably been training for the fewest amount of years in karate, but no, because like, you know, plot armor. Oh god. When and how do you think Terry Silver will come into play? I think he'll definitely be in part 2. As for how, I don't know. It depends. I don't know if they're gonna like show him like getting out of jail and getting his way out of things. I think we'll kind of just see him back. I think he'll just be there at the tournament, just back in the picture, and then it's like, wait a second, how did that happen? And then maybe he'll like say like, well, I did this and then I did this. So like a few lines kind of explain it. Jerry says, I want Leah to come back in Cobra Kai. Miss Anthony being all awkward and shy around her. Yeah, I don't know why they haven't brought Leah back. They should. Guys, I fight for the Cobra Kai and the Sekai Taikai, and it's very stressful. I'm sure, man. I hope you did well. Do you think Mike will return? I'm not 100% sure, but I hope so. Probably not, though. Actually, wait. Maybe, though. Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe. You never know. Maybe. Wait a second. If Sean just got his shoulder surgery recently, and they just finished filming like what, a few months ago? Yeah, maybe. When this is all over, Kreese will be the hero somehow, some way. I agree. I completely agree with that. Have you met Yuji yet? No, not yet. But I hope to soon. Oh my, I wish this happens. Yaya fights Bird in the finals. Dude, that'd be the best fight in the whole show. Why don't they bring back Anthony's friends? Bro, I really wanted to see Brock Duncan this season. Kind of sucks that he was only in one season. Do you think Stingray will join a dojo? Maybe at like the very end of the show, but not like for a tournament or anything because he's kind of too old. No, I don't think Kreese is going to break out of jail. That would be kind of funny. That'd be kind of funny. Everybody just breaks out of jail. That would be funny. Love the line when Yaya mentioned, or when Johnny mentioned Yaya smoked weed all day. All right, wait. My favorite lines. Comment below your favorite lines. My favorite lines were, well, they all come from Johnny, of course. Okay, so when Johnny says, when Tori's, no, two lines from episode 3. So Johnny was like, or Sam was like, what do you know about a sleepover? And Johnny's like, look, man, I'm going to be a girl dad now. I'm ready for this. I brought cookies and tampons and everything. Like, it's so funny. And then the second thing he said was, Sam was like, I thought you were Miyagi-Do now. Cause like, you know, Johnny was sabotaging their phones and whatever. And Sam's like, I thought you were Miyagi-Do now. And Johnny's like, I am Miyagi-Do. Look, we're in the air conditioning with chocolates and pillows and everything. Bro, the way he says it's so funny. He's like, I am Miyagi-Do. He's like, he's so adamant. He's like, I am Miyagi-Do. We're in the air conditioning with chocolates and cookies and pillows and everything. So funny, bro. Chocolates and pillows and everything. Oh, man. And then in episode 5, it was so funny because this line was funny because it wasn't trying to be funny. Johnny was like, where are you going? To Daniel. And then Daniel was like, oh, like, I'm gonna go, like, I gotta go train the kids. And then Johnny's like, what? But like the captain's training's tomorrow. Like, I thought I was gonna come with you or whatever. And Daniel's like, oh, well, we need you to cover. And then Johnny's like, well, can't Louie cover? Dude, I was losing my shit when he said, can Louie cover, bro? Because it's like, Johnny's like a full Russo auto. Like, he's like, can't Louie cover? Like, you know, and he's like, okay, guys, I'm starting my own dealership. Like, come on. Like, every scene with Johnny at Russo auto was friggin' brilliant. Like, what are you waiting for? Get this girl a bonsai. Like, it's so funny, bro. But when he said, can't Louie cover? Or can you get Louie to cover? Like, dude, that was just brilliant. It was like, like my dude Johnny knows the whole system. He's like, yeah, get Louie, get a noosh. Like, it's so funny. He's like a full-on employee. I think that was brilliant. I think that makes perfect sense though, that Johnny works at Russo Auto. It's just brilliant. Brilliant writing. Well, guys, I love you all. Johnny is taking it easy on the banquets. No, that's so true. So true. During the test drive, it came out with all of the teeth. Yeah, it has Bluetooth. Oh man. Do you think we'll see Johnny get a real job? Yeah, probably like as a sensei at the very end. I would say like as a sensei at the very end. All right, let's see. All right, we got all the super chats covered. We covered pretty much all the comments. Last one, Max Hill. Thank you so much. Drew, do you think Kreese and Silver will fight? Hell yes. Hell yeah. They got to. They got to, man. They got to fight. They got to fight. We need that. That's like the only big fight we're missing, I feel. So, yeah. All right, guys. We've been live for 2 hours and 50 minutes, and this was super, super fun. But now it's time to say goodnight. We will do more discussions, more chats. Stay tuned for my reactions. We got new reaction it's the next video will be me reacting to the opening of episode 2 with the flashback. So make sure to check that out. That's dropping today at 12 p.m. Eastern. I got an interview with Sean Kanan that is on its way, so stay tuned for that, and lots more to come. So I want to thank you all. This was so fun. So great getting to talk Cobra Kai season 6 with all of you. Spoilers for the very first time, and I'm sure we got a lot more to talk about. And I'm looking forward to bringing on some people. If you guys have any if there's any channels or any YouTubers or content creators who you want to see me chat about the season with, comment them down below, and we'll try and make it happen. Love you guys. Have a great night. Sleep tight. I hope you guys are all well. Like, I truly love each and every one of you, and I care for all of you guys so much. You guys are the best. You make me very happy. I love what I do here. Love chatting about the show. And yeah, I just hope everything's going well. So if you guys ever need anything, I'm here. I have a channel called Mindfulness Kid. So shout out to Mindfulness Kid. It's in the description. So like, I know we love talking about Cobra Kai, but if life's ever tough and you guys need someone to talk to, and there's anything ever that you need, go check out that channel. Because we do discussions there, we do live streams there, and you can comment like what's going on, and we can talk. And just know you're not alone. You got a friend here, and you have a friend with this community. Always, like, this is it, man. We're here for you. We're here for everybody always. So love you all. Sleep tight. And I'll see you guys next time on Cobra Kai Kid. And until then, remember, Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai. Say it, guys. Cobra Kai. Say, baby, Cobra Kai, Cobra Kai, Cobra Kai. Never. Say it. Comment it. See you guys. Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai never dies, baby. Woo! You're the best around, and nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Yeah. Awesome, baby. Awesome, baby. All right. Good night, guys. See you later. Peace.